Should I do YouTube? The last video I made was a science project my sophomore year, and it was about Sumatran orangutans. Now, it got good views. People seem to like it. A lot of friends said that good job, good work. What would I do on YouTube? I don't know. I tried to do War Thunder content, and then I realized, terrible idea. No, because War Thunder is painful, and I can't stand it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I would love to do something educational, but there's already a lot of different educational YouTube channels. And also, I'm a little bit young to be making content, teaching people something, mostly because I don't know that much myself. I'm not sure. Thoughts? I could talk. I could talk a lot. I have a lot to say. This is Cody. Cody is Nkwati from Costa Rica. I could talk about things. I know a lot about stuff, geography, and history, that sort of things. I love nature. I garden. I can do all kinds of different things on YouTube, but I'm not sure what I would bring that's unique, basically is what I'm saying. Again, I feel like there's a lot of different people that are already talking about productive stuff, and they would do a better job than college child, soon to be college child. I'm still quite young. I'm not qualified to say anything productive. Except I could be, right? I still could say things that have weight. If I say them eloquently enough, it's just gonna take a lot of work. But I do feel like there's some things that should be said, and there's nobody out there saying them, right? Nobody out there saying them isn't quite right. Nobody that is actively saying them at this moment, but would probably share the same views. I'll try and think of an anecdote to send with this video of thoughts in the middle of my room, late at night. Last year, my junior year, my teacher was talking about Native American reservations out in Oklahoma. She said something that kind of, it clicked the switch in my head and it made me pissed off at her. And I blew up in the classroom. She remarked how, like, oh, reservations are a mess. There's a lot of alcoholism, there's a lot of poverty, there's a lot of different stuff going on. And like, she kind of went on a tangent about it, right? At the very end, though, she said something that really, like, and I couldn't take it anymore. Because I never talk in that class. There's nothing really to talk about. AP US History was the class, and it is 90% just memorizing dates and names, and you get no enjoyment out of it, even though it's history. I love history, but I could not stand anything she was teaching because it just didn't click. I thought it was the most boring thing in the world. Why would you teach, like, the human experience over time through this monotonous fucking multiple choice day by day? When was George Washington doing blah blah blah? Like, I can't. Okay, that's cool. Would you like to expand a little bit more on, like, why he's doing this? Why should I give a fuck? You know? Like, I know George Washington did this. This is completely unrelated. I'm sorry. What was I talking about? Anyways, so she's talking about how reservations have been a mess for a long time. And she ends the argument with basically saying, I don't know, class. Should we still have reservations? Do you think they should just be incorporated with the rest of the government? And this is the point where I'm like, I'm zoning out, because I'm just like, whatever, she's just gonna keep talking, it's gonna be whatever. And she ends her statement, long ass statement, with that. And I just, like, I cocked my head up. I was like, and I go, no! I don't scream at her, but I say it very loudly. And I say, no, right? And everybody else in the class was falling the fuck asleep, because that's what everyone's doing. And they all look up, like, Dave, what are you doing? Everybody gives me that weird look. And I just go off on her, right? I say, like, oh, the only reason it's this bad is because the U.S. government is keeping most of that land under trust. Because I was watching a YouTube video the day before about Native American reservations, and I'm just saying, like, if you're taking away that land after all this time, like, you're taking away that autonomy that they worked so hard to hold on to. And why would you trade that freedom in just for what? For a Walmart, right? And, like, she just gives me that look, like, okay, fine, whatever, child, blah, blah, blah. And she was standing up, she was on her soapbox, blah, 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 blah. And as I'm yapping back to her, she's slowly walking back to her desk to sit down. And the whole time she's like, But the thing that really got me there is that after she's like, okay, class, let's do this next thing, she gets on with the lesson about something more productive than demeaning Native Americans and their autonomy. And I sit back down, I relax a little bit. Everyone else in the class is finally, right, they look back, they're done. But my friend, who's next to me, turns to me and says, David, you should run for president. And I'm like, first of all, I wasn't born on U.S. soil, so I can't do that. But also, I speak up once in an American classroom, and then someone says you should run for president. That's like this is the bare minimum, right? But I'm also thinking to myself, there are so many smart and talented and passionate children in this AP class, right? The cream of the crop, this is the top everyone in the school. And yet I'm the only person that was finally like, you know what, teacher, shut the fuck up, right? I finally actually said something when she was going off on some stupid shit. So maybe I should yap on YouTube. Do I know what I'm going to say? No, I have no idea. But I can't stand people like that teacher. And there's so many people like that teacher. Right? And also there's so many people like that friend that are going to be like, they're going to give me this little nudge. But this was a year ago. And I think the only reason I'm saying anything now on the internet is because, like, I don't know, something's finally clicked in recent events. You can probably guess what they are. That's kind of like, I should probably, get on it if I'm going to do anything else, because I'm going to be going to college soon enough. And, I mean, if I'm going to be busy there, then I might as well use some of the free time I have now to try and make myself a soapbox, right? We'll see. This could be the only video you get in another 2 years. No promises. I'm not even sure what I would say outside of this video yet. There's been nothing in the works. I'm sorry if you're waiting for War Thunder videos. That's not happening. I'm not reviewing the British aircraft tech tree. Sorry. Not that I hate British aircraft. I just haven't played War Thunder in 3 years, and I have no plans on getting back on it. If you're here for more Sumatran orangutan content, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm down for that. Outside of Sumatran orangutans, there's still Bornean orangutans, where there's like, there's a third species too. I forgot what it is. There's like a not newly discovered, but newly classified species that's different from the other ones. I could do nature content, right? The natural world is hurting. But yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this channel. It's nice to have it up though. It's nice to have, you know, I gotta make my soapbox. I already got a room. That's not how it works. Soapboxes are on corners of streets and shit. I've already got a sidewalk. I gotta make myself a soapbox. Before I forget, happy holidays.